Hey guys, welcome to or back to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful start to the new year and getting all of your goals in order, getting motivated, getting into good routines. Today I'm back with another day in my life, so without further ado, let's get into it. I can already tell this book is going to be game-changing. I am getting the overwhelming urge to highlight everything. So it may have taken me 20 years, but I finally learned how to curl my hair. I would say already that is a huge win for the year. Look at me actually using the clamp. Yes. I think I'm gonna listen to music. I have been obsessed with this song by Fletcher called Healing. So yesterday I had the overwhelming urge to do a second meditation. I was just like doing my training routine, I was on my yoga mat, and I just kind of slid into a meditation, but it was entirely like self-guided. Most of the time I do guided meditations. You guys have seen that so much on my channel, but I don't know, it just kind of happened and I went with it, and I just let whatever thoughts came to my mind just to flow. I let them do their thing, and I just had like the overwhelming knowing of like, okay, I want to make some changes. Basically, that morning I had been in contact with my agency for background acting, and they were going to book me for a show. I said, yes, I'm available, but I kind of just knew like, I really don't, like, this is no longer feeling aligned. But, you know, I was like, okay, whatever, I've already said yes. Let's just see what happens. I didn't book that job, but then they were about to submit me for other things, and I'm like, you know what? No. So I sent them an email, and I of course thanked them for all of the time and energy that they've put into getting me on different sets, and I've grown so much through the experience, and I'm really grateful for that. Basically, I said I'd like to be removed from the roster, and yeah, I quit. I think that ultimately, whatever I was gaining from background work, like, you know, the time has come and gone. Like, the lessons that I needed to learn through that experience, I've learned them. And yeah, as I said, like, I've really grown a lot. So I'm really grateful that I did that. But I just really realized that anything that is taking my time and energy away from this, away from social media, away from this lifestyle that I want to build for myself, it's ultimately just a distraction. And yeah, I'd rather hustle a little bit more on here. I'd rather, basically, if I'm going to be adding more work to my plate, I would rather it be directed to my social media. This is the first day that I am back into my old routine of just working from home and nothing else. But yeah, all in all, I think self-guided meditations might be my new thing. I'm really going to experiment with that and see what comes up, because you really do enter like a whole different level of awareness when you have no like guidance, when you have no guidance. I also wanted to talk about just like the biggest overarching lesson that I learned over 2020. Or no, I did not just say that. The biggest overarching lesson of 2022, good Lord, and that is the fact that everything is intertwined, everything is connected, and absolutely everything happens for a reason. At the beginning of the year, or actually up until like mid-year, I really knew that I was craving change. I wanted things to change. I needed change, honestly. And I got that change. As soon as I stepped out into the world and started doing background work, I really grew during that time. I also met someone and started dating them, and when that ended, it was super painful. I can just tell that like that was the universe's way of literally directly transporting me to where I needed to be with the mindset and perspectives that I needed to have going into whatever's next in my life. And I honestly now am so grateful that I went through what I went through and all of the crazy shit that was that experience, that time of my life. Because if it didn't happen in that extreme way, with all of those negative feelings, all of those lessons, then I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. So honestly, I just want to remind you that everything happens for a reason. The good, the bad, the enjoyable, and the painful, it is all ultimately divine and so meant for you. You need to go through that to get to where you're meant to be. That was probably a lot of back and forth, but I hope that it just gave you the reminder that you needed, because it was certainly the one that I needed, and I never want to forget this perspective. So I did, of course, some brainstorming for my goals and intentions for 2023, and I kind of was looking at it from like a perspective of what is not working for me right now. Like, what are my biggest roadblocks that I need to find solutions for? And I realized that the two biggest things that I was dealing with were resistance to creating, which is kind of a mixture of overwhelm and procrastination, but then also all of that is heightened because I've been feeling really tired because I haven't been prioritizing my nutrition and my hydration. So I wrote out a bunch of different solutions, some of which are already kind of in motion. I have been seeing a naturopath for over a year now, but I spoke to her about my fatigue, and I'm now on a bunch of different vitamins, and we did like a full blood panel. We tested my cortisol levels, my iron. Already after like a month of taking those vitamins and also just prioritizing eating proper meals and drinking more water, I'm feeling a lot better. But as far as the resistance to creating and like the overwhelm, procrastination, all of that kind of stuff, I'm trying to adopt a mindset of don't think, just do. Because I was in a cycle of getting an idea, overthinking the idea and waiting too long, and then just not doing it. Like, ideas have expiration dates, so if you don't act on them, they will subside. My new goal this year is to act on ideas as soon as I get them. It doesn't matter if they're perfect. I mean, I believe that I'm a good creator. I'm really proud of the things that I have put out into the world. So like, why am I so stressed about making things perfect? Now that all of that is said, I would love to hear what your goals and intentions are are for the year. I would love to just hear maybe what your greatest lessons were from 2022. And yeah, I really want this space to feel motivating and encouraging, and another huge goal of mine is to really have this community feel connected. I want you guys to feel really connected with each other as well. Okay, I'm going to pop on my, oh, my voice vibrated when I did that. I'm gonna pop on my necklaces and then we're gonna go make the daily smoothie, as I'm going to call it, because nutrients are important to feel good. And I've learned that the hard way. Okay, so it's obviously not the prettiest of smoothies, but you know what? The healthiest and best smoothies are often the ones that look like brown cement. But I can promise you this, it does taste amazing. It just tastes like berries, banana, and almond butter. It's pretty freaking good. Oh, it honestly just feels so good, really focusing on my health again, prioritizing having like a smoothie every day. I don't know, I just feel like they're the best way to get in so much nutrients and protein and vitamins, antioxidants, everything. I'm actually hoping that within the next couple months I will be swapping offices with my dad, so then I will turn one of our spare bedrooms into basically a little at-home studio. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Let's all manifest that outcome. I am trying to get into a cycle of like working on editing one video as I'm filming another, so it's constantly cycling forward and I'm getting ahead on content, because as I said, I want to be more frequent on here. I also want to, just in my bullet journal, create kind of like a mind map of content ideas for the year, and have like different categories for each platform and different like niche, different topic.